Welcome back, one and all, to the Brexit Estate, hard by the darkest dungeon in the lee of some nice little character additions. So we have had our Hooded Stranger event. Now, this event is destined to occur near the beginning of the campaign. It starts at something like a 20% chance to occur, but every week that it has not occurred, the chance increases by another 20% until it absolutely happens. And it also backdates this if you add it to an existing campaign. So if you're past like week 10 or 15 or something, she's pretty much guaranteed to turn up next week. And we have our delightful Sophie with her insatiable appetites. Yes. She will be going out this week. To a dungeon, I mean. Warrens, we need you. Oh, what did I do? Estella, you need treatment, girl. You have got a nasty case of hysterical blindness. And yeah, you're just... I can't see! I can't see! I can't... Yes, you can! Use your eyes! You know. You know, Venga Falgren is a very religious fellow. Tough might be good from... I'm thinking resilience. Basically, I'm thinking let's... stuff it. Let's just put him in here. Fix that, because that's quite affordable at the moment. Hakim, you're a disgrace. Well, no, yes, you're forgiven for losing the Twilight Cloak, but you're a disgrace. You let Gwyn catch the Crimson Plague again. Or the Crimson Curse. Vernon? Oh, man, just... Okay. So our goal this week is to run a short, low-level quest, get some money in, get our Librarian town event, which doesn't have a name yet, doesn't have a description yet, doesn't even have art. It just uses the Twilight Night town event art. And what we are trying to do is... Sienna, you're coming with us, girl. Old Sally, absolutely. Then at the back, it's probably going to be Cuddridwen. Yeah. Which means, of course, Sophie is absolutely going to have to learn Glimmer of Hope. She's going to the Warrens. I think they have slightly higher stun resistance in Warrens. If we go like that as a skill layout for now, that should be okay. Sayal, you're very stressed. Oh, you're really stressed. You're that kind of stressed person. Okay, this is going to be costly. And who else was needing treatment? We need some equipment upgrades as well in the near future. I think we can afford one equipment upgrade if it's not too expensive. Ren, you've been really good. You haven't caught the Crimson Curse. I think it's time your sword's weight was redistributed and it became better balanced. All the better to redirect it mid-swing. Okay, away we go. Into the land of greedy fat pigs and oinking and snorting. I do a good approximation of, well, a passable approximation of a pig snorting, but I'm kind of bunged up at the moment under a slightly sore throat, which is not good because I may need to perform tomorrow vocally. Yeah. Oh, that goes back. Extra bandage. Yeah. I'll leave it at that because we're running a little low on funds, and we'll take one of those for Cuddridwen. We're going to need to do a blood run soon as well. That'll be fun. That'll involve more people getting afflicted. Okay then. If we can get portraits from this run, that would be great.
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
Oh. This could be really bad. This could involve lots and lots and lots of... Well, that wasn't brilliant.
Obliterated.
That was great. Oh, they all dodged, but it does still lower the light.
Beyond one's limits.
Oh, one's limits are indeed being tested.
Grievous injury. Palpable fear.
Uh-oh. She's brand new! This is... I don't know. When we get our librarian, we're going to be protecting her so very much. I would say keep your hair on, but, you know, she ain't got any. Actually, it's kind of funny if you transform, take the head and use it for Hellion skin, as I actually have done. When she uses Barbaric Yap, it's like, with the red effects of the visual effect, it's like, the ghost of her hair is shouting at you!
Eradicated.
I tend to think of it more as the spirit of her hair is shouting at me, but maybe you got a point. Now, stress reduction across the board. Oh, God. Give it a break, mate. She's... Is it the fact that they prefer the infected characters?
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Makes me wonder if they find those easy prey. Speaking of which... Here's some stress. It's not nice. But...
Destroyed.
But we can deal with it.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying
You know what we do
fall.
with a witch? The witch?
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Find some medicinal tincture that will stave off venom. Allegedly. I did use the word tincture for a reason there, which may become evident later on, and oh, great.
Curious is the trap maker's art, his efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes. If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
You know, old Sal, you better get working on this, because there we go. That's lovely. Right. You need to die. There we go. Lovely. Nice little witch rotation working there. Oh, you believe so? Well, have a slice at him. Let the light into his life. Let's chuck a dagger.
Decimated.
Nice. Oh, that mucus. Ugh. That's slightly unfortunate. And oh, great. Here we go. Oh, those teeth look so bright, don't they?
Injury find it in no short supply.
Yes, when the Manhunter came, he taught them the true meaning of pain. The Manhunter is a hideous foe in Kingdom Death who comes to human settlements and takes people to sell into slavery or some fate worse than, even worse than that. And he is just brutal. I mean, he's similar to a butcher. You know, the butcher comes in with great big cleavers and hacks people to bits and goes chop, 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 chop. the Manhunter comes in and does American wrestling moves on them until they submit and he drags them away. Oh, and he's got a gun, you know, just to add to all everything else.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Let's get a little healing in here. And... oh, great. That's all we need. So yes, essentially, when the Twilight Knight was a young girl...
annihilated. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
The Manhunter probably came to her settlement and terrified... well, when this particular Twilight Knight was a young girl, the Manhunter came to her settlement, took some people away. He's very sadistic, has a kind of infectious madness that makes people more violent and aggressive and eager to accept pain. So she's probably experienced that. That's alright, Sal, you get in there. Get those treasures. You know that really annoying thing when a fly is determined to enter one of your nostrils? It's annoying. Move, you daft bloody woman. Right. Go through the door. It's really annoying when you have to try and click on the doors when they're backed up like that, because it just doesn't work very well for some reason. Yeah, the characters like selection areas just
Finding the
get
stuff
him
is
away.
only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Alright, danger lurks ahead. Oh, that's danger, alright. Right. I don't know what it is. I think it might be just the cold weather. The flies are determined to enter the house. It's the Crimson Court, isn't it? They're just invading my domain. Not even my home is safe from their depredations. Oh, if only I could share your pain. You really don't want to, love. It's not nice. It's not pleasant. It doesn't help. But it does...
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
get rid of him. Now here come all the rest of them. Okay, we're going dark this fight. What? Is it going to be a light and dark? Is it going to be a race? Who shall win? Crimson Curse, that's who shall win. Right. Get that dodge up. Bit late now, I know. Let's make it darker, and hopefully they can bleed.
Heroes may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
Oh, we're down. It's down, down, down in the darkness. You know what? She can drink that and move up. And Sophie will probably not be attacking again this combat. Oh, poor Sophie. Diseased.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Ah, come on! Look, she's masochistic. This could end badly. It's okay. She gets to live. Of chorus of squeals continues to echo out of the darkness. Okay, that's not good. That's leaving time kind of levels of bad.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
You know? Oh god, explore 90%. You know, those are mostly empty. Let's do this. This is going to end very badly, but because someone will get hungry twice and then they'll all die. At least we can stave off the darkness for a while. And we did
Such
bring
blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
spades. We brought spades, and I'm not talking the suit from a deck of cards. Actually, speaking of cards, I've dipped my toes into a little game called Hard West recently. Cowboys and Indians and zombies, and there might be werewolves and ghosts, I don't know, but it's interesting, right? And so I got out of the main menu, I was like, okay, start a new game. As soon as the intro popped up, I was like, I know that voice! It's Male Loner number 2 from Wizardry 8! Awesome! So nice to know he's still in work, that voice actor. And he was kind of fairly perfectly cast for the role he was in. So I was really pleased with that, and he's the main narrator of the game. So she's refusing food. So yeah, I might give that a bit of a go on the channel. I don't know for certain, but you're refusing again. Nah. Alright, you fix this. That's more like it. I see a problem with this. We have a lot of infected people, which means when we do have a librarian, she could face a fanatic early on, and she is not fit to face a fanatic. Oh, that's most unfortunate. But let's press on. Our light dwindling ever ahead of us. Oh, we should be safe. Okay, you can read this. Yep. Well, we got all the old journal entries already, and she's greedy and jealous. There should be there is a trap ahead. Fix that, please. There we go. And then this should do it, and we can get back to town and claim our reward and our new heroine. Well now, in terms of pressing on, there's a fight just beyond this pile of bones, and we do not have any holy water, so we are leaving.
The twisting tunnels seem a little less impassable.
So, lots of Hyoman stuff recently I've noticed. We got 2 Hyoman trinkets from this run and a Bounty Hunter trinket. If we had a Manhunter as a playable hero, that'd be... no, as a wandering boss, somewhat akin to the Collector or something like that, he might make sense. But let's just not, okay? Let's not. There are other Kingdom Death monsters I'd rather see first, such as the Gorm and the Flower Knight. Especially the Flower Knight. The Flower Knight could be quite fun, I think. Right, back to town. Although I warn you, the placeholder town event will not look pretty. Sienna has miraculously avoided contagion.
I remember days when the sun shone and laughter could be heard from the tavern.
So, as you can see, no event name, no event description, no new event art, but we do have our lovely little librarian. Okay, that is not even remotely... Right, okay. So let's see. Sayal is no longer paranoid. Estella has had her hysterical blindness removed. Venga Felgren no longer misses the spot as periodically as before. Javrella drank a vial of the blood, and her thirst is slaked. Sophie and Sienna have gained a level. And we have a town event with a new heroine, who we are going to call Nemian Kalashan, for reasons which some of you may be familiar with, but many of you will not. Nemian Kalashan is a lovely little scholar. She likes to stay in, have a good read, and, you know, sometimes she does make the mistake of believing she's living in a Jane Austen novel. She's not, by the way. But that is getting fixed this week, and we are going to be... Her camping skills aren't done yet, but we'll look at her combat skills, because they're not finished yet either, but they're a lot more final. So, first off, the Librarian is intended to play a very support role. Oh, yeah. Placeholder animations. Her art is kind of finished. Most of it isn't animated. I'm probably going to hold off taking her into a dungeon until she looks somewhat presentable. Now, Muscarine, who does all the massive giant titty mods, you'll know them. They've got women with very big boobs that move around a lot. He likes the look of the Librarian and would like to help animate her. And as long as she doesn't come back with massive 44 double Ds, it should probably be okay when I send the files to him. He asks that he gets full credit in the mod and links to all his mods. And if there was like a mod collection, I could give one link. That'd be easier. But anyway, yeah. So I'll be sending some files off to him, hopefully after the weekend, because her combat sprite isn't ready yet. Her affliction and virtue sprites aren't ready either. So the deal for Librarian is she has a book, and it's a very old, very nasty book with lots of evil, horrible secrets that people are not supposed to know. And she's keeping those secrets secret. You know, keeping those secrets secret because others wouldn't be able to deal with them. And of course she's got some robes, that kind of shabby old robes to keep her warm, because she does feel the cold ever so much. And she's fairly delicate and fragile. Now, I was wondering if we could lower her health to possibly as low as 14. I mean, I did consider 12, but... right, so she's currently at 16 because I think the most level 1 monster can do to a level 1 character is something like 16 or 17 points of damage. The intent is that she won't get, you know, taken down in a single blow by your average enemy. She does have some dodge to be able to defend a bit. No protection, because no characters start with raw protection. Well, no core characters. Speed, she has okay speed, you know. Nothing special for accuracy. She's got quirks that need removing, 2 negative quirks. Damage is fairly low. Oh yeah, so the intent is for her to be a kind of support character similar to the Antiquarian. However, while the Antiquarian is for monetary income, you know, for gold runs and stuff like that, the Librarian isn't supposed to be about getting money and finding antiques and increasing treasure stack sizes. She's supposed to be about knowledge. One of the ideas that is being tried out with her and hasn't really worked successfully yet is that she would give extra resolve experience to her party on a run so that they would level quicker, so she can be used to help, you know, second wave, third wave, fourth wave, like your new characters. Like, you're going in for the end game, some high level character dies or something, you're like, oh dear, we need to level this character up quickly, and that involves a lot of dungeon runs. Let's take an Antiquarian, so it'll take less dungeon runs, so they'll level quicker and have a bit less danger. Obviously, leveling slowly is better, plus the resolve experience buff doesn't actually work at the moment, so yeah, fun. If we can get it working, that'd be lovely. We were trying to do it as a passive buff. That doesn't seem to have worked. If we do it as a camping skill, the problem is you might go on a long run and camp a second time and remove it. However, it might be possible for some of her combat skills to grant a 1% resolve experience buff every time they are used. So then over the course of a dungeon, you get about 80 to 100% extra resolve XP. In theory. Right, skills. Placeholder skill icons. You know, she's nowhere near finished. She's not even as finished as the Twilight Knight was when I showed her off, so... and these skills will be going in for review and tweaking at some point soon anyway, but I might as well show them off now, right? We have Beat Back. If she's stuck at the front, she's got a big heavy book, right? So she's going to just like, boosh, get away. You know, knock the enemy over the head, knock them back, beat them away, just to try and get herself some space. Wait, critical mod plus 10%? Okay, that might need fixing. I haven't made much use of this one yet, but remember, it's also a very low damage base, so critical hits. I suppose there's stress removal from criticals. So the idea is that it will knock back and or stun. One of those may be getting removed. She will have a mark skill. It doesn't have a name yet. Mark a target, call them out, say you know. Essentially, she's read books about monsters and creatures and old tomes and knows their weaknesses and can point them out to her fellow companions, because while she's not very valorous herself, she can certainly assist in the endeavour by saying, you know, strike there where the armour's weakest, or something like that. Forbidden Chant. It's best used from the back. Let's put it this way, she's best off in rank 3 or 4, fairly honestly. It's a little bit of damage. She will hold up the book, and I think there's going to be a visual effect of tentacles and spirits and ghosts coming out of it, attacking all the enemies. Hits all the enemies, puts debuff damage on them, and gives her stress. Interesting. I have to look at. Maybe that's why she was getting so much stress in recent testing. Oh yeah, of course, it is the evil book after all, and she sees what's coming out of it. It's like, I wish I hadn't done that now. Okay, Peace of Mind is a stress removal skill. You target herself or any ally. She's like, hey, you know what? Calm down. It's only a Darkest Dungeon game. Oh, Michael Winner. Right. Improvised Tactics. This is a complicated one, and I think this is the nearest to being a complete finished skill. So, Improvised Tactics has a lot of variables. If the torchlight is high, the party gains an accuracy buff. If the torchlight is low, the party gains a critical hit chance buff. If any party member is at 10% health or below, they get a plus 10 dodge buff. If it's on the first round, everyone gets a speed buff, which is a little counterintuitive because they'll have already rolled their initiative for this turn, and I don't think a speed increase would adjust their initiative dynamically during the round. But it'll carry over to their next turn, so they'll have a chance of going faster. And if it's after the first round, everyone gets a protection buff instead, which is always nice to put a bit of protection on something. Tonics and tinctures it's folk medicine because she's self-taught. She's not like the plague doctor or the Vestal or the occultist. She dabbles in various kinds of knowledge because, remember, support character, extra special non-combat thing like the antiquarian, so we want to make her not the most powerful combatant out there. So it's got a little heal, it removes blight and bleed, and then it's got a slow heal similar to the flagellant's healing skills. In fact, it's very similar to the flagellant's healing skills, but it's a little bit less initial healing. And then she has Protect Me, which might be getting called something like My Hero. If anyone remembers Ardal Hanlon there, well, yeah. And so Protect Me, it's exactly the same as the Antiquarian, force a hero to protect her. Okay, so those are her skills, and I'll be placing her in a sanitarium because we all know that little Nemian doesn't drink alcohol. She's a teetotaler. And I will be looking to fix her up a bit over the course of the next few weeks before we go out on our big excursions. And that's probably the end. What am I talking about? Let's have a look and see what we can do. So we want to avoid low runs for now. Oh, you know what? We might as well just go for that. Actually, ruins. Yeah, push. Ruins push. Okay, well, I'll give it a bit of thought over the next few 19, 30 foot. Wait. Okay, so we could get one of those, but we need 260 of these, so that would mean 37. We can, okay. Well, I'll think about that in between episodes because I hear stuff going on in the background and I may be needed to assist with things around the house. So I'll say goodbye for now. Hope to see you all in the next one, and please let me know what you think of the librarian skills down in the comments section below. I'm thinking something like maybe that initially, or we want to get improvised tactics in there as well. I'll go with that for now but she's going to be at least 2 weeks getting ready. Oh yeah, so camping skills, we have a good story where she just tells a nice story. Don't worry, the modifiers on it, completely placeholder stuff. Knowledge is power, don't know what that will be. Soothing chatter, that is actually what we want it to be, right? Soothing chatter, it reduces stress from an ally and removes mortality debuffs. I did consider calling it the truth room. I think about one of you will know what that's referring to. And then a riddle to solve. It's been called solving riddles and a number of different things at times. It was going to be a kind of random thing similar to the Twilight Nights, The Edge of Reason, possibly. But for the entire party instead of just for her, and less, less advantageous. It was going to be more to do with a kind of a stress roulette for the party, I think. Yeah, the ones who get it easy, they get stress removed. The ones who have a hard time working it out get more stress. It was something like that. Yeah. So yeah, let me know what you think of her skills. Combat skills, camping skills are nowhere near done. And I'll see you all in the next one. Okay, cheerio. Bye for now.